Welcome to the series Georgian Folklore. I'm Gia Bagashvili, its author and your host. In this series, we explore the history of Georgia, its rich cultural traditions and unique polyphony. Each part in Gurian songs has its own typical vocal range. At times, however, voices exceed these limits and overlap. The bass part, for instance, may rise to the highest pitch, reflecting the freedom of Gurian performance and its advanced musical mentality. Maama-შვილი grouped the vocal parts in Gurian songs and sacred chants by importance. Leading vocal parts, such as the first part proper, the intonic part, and sometimes the mama-შვილი part. That is another intonic part. Vocal parts that are not leading, but strongly enrich and embellish Gurian song, such as კრიმანჭული, Georgian yodel, falsetto, and წვრილი, also known as გამყივანი. The bass part, which is not only the harmonic foundation of the song, but also exceptionally dynamic and melodic, with one exception, შემხმობარი, a less dynamic upper range bass in naduri songs. There are four types of song in Guria. Chants, songs with the გამყივანი part, such as four-part naduri songs or ხასამბეგურა. Songs without the გამყივანი voice, such as ჩვენ მშვიდობა, peace be unto us, and მრავალჟამიერი, many ears. And songs performed with ჩონგური accompaniment, such as საბოდიშო, apology, a medical song. According to მაama-შვილი, a voice part is traditionally named by its height. In chants, first voice, მოძახილი and bass. In songs with the გამყივანი, დამწყები, intonic part, the same as the first leading voice, and bass. The intonic voice is often called the first or leading voice. Since it carries the melody and the text, it is leading by definition, and the გამყივანი and the bass parts follow its direction. In the second group of songs, the less dynamic, somewhat limited first intonic voice is the only one that pronounces the text. To enrich the melody, the performer often sets the words aside and turns instead to სამღერისი elements only. Სამღერისი is a modern term. It combines non-verbal elements used abundantly in Georgian folk song, such as glossolalia, interjections, exclamations, and clusters of phonemes. This term was suggested by Professor Shukia Pridonidze. The გამყივანი or the bass voice rarely leads a song. For example, Kalos Khelkhovi, Threshing Floor, and the Adila song, respectively. One way or another, the middle voice remains the leader. Songs without the გამყივანი, დამწყები voice, intonic voice, the same as first, leading voice, მოძახილი voice and bass, or მოძახილი, დამწყები intoner and bass. In this category, the intonic and მოძახილი voices do not differ significantly, and therefore often overlap. In such cases, the voice that intones a given song becomes the leading voice, which may be the middle voice. For example, in the song Shavi Shashvi, Blackbird. The names of voices in four-part Nadori songs are as follows: გამყივანი, დამწყები, intonic, leading voice, შემხმობარი voice, the upper bass, and bass. And the fourth division, songs performed to the sounds of chonguri. First voice, მოძახილი voice, and bass. Overlapping voices, as described earlier, may also be encountered in songs performed to chonguri accompaniment. For example, the song Batonevo. In addition, performers may incorporate გამყივანი voice elements. There are also one-part chonguri songs, such as ballads, humorous pieces, and others in which the performer is entirely free in his or her interpretation, provided the text is conveyed. The performer employs both the first voice and the mozakhili melody within his or her vocal range, sometimes even turning to the bass part at the end of certain phrases. The names of voices in four-part Nadori songs are as follows: გამყივანი, დამწყები, intonic, leading voice, შემხმობარი voice, the upper bass, and bass.
Hey!
This was Georgian Folklore. If you'd like to learn more, subscribe to our channel and welcome to Georgia.